This video is specifically dedicated to NFL writer Jelani Scott, who decided to so cleverly put in the NFL app's push notification for the game recap article of Washington versus Buffalo today that maybe Washington doesn't have its long-term answer at quarterback. That is where logic ends. Because if you watch today's game at all, you would realize that today does not fall on Taylor Heinicke. Now, I talk about Heinicke in pretty much all my videos nowadays. So, I'm just going to leave it at the fact that he is not the main culprit for today's blowout loss, 43-21 in Orchard Park. Today's loss falls on a lack of defense. Yes, we managed to... Actually, yeah, that's right. It wasn't even defense. It was special teams getting that kickoff recovery. We didn't force any turnovers. And Josh Allen, who has been inconsistent as ever this year, threw all over us. And that's not taking away from the MVP caliber quarterback that Josh Allen is. But let's remember, folks, this Redskins defense last year was considered a top unit. I believe they finished 6th in the NFL. And now, almost at least 90% of that hype is already gone out the window. Chase Young, I know I've talked about him being a leader, and that is absolutely essential to this organization. And I'm not suggesting at all that Chase Young is the main problem with this defense, because he's not. But he certainly could be doing more, as could a lot of the defenders. Like the secondary. I gave them some slack for the first 2 weeks, but today, man, I can't even give Cameron Curl slack. Yes, he's a 7th-round pick. Yes, he was not known for having exceptional coverage skills. But receivers, whether it be underneath or down the field, were just open all day. And we cannot have that. Third downs were an absolute I can't even find the word to describe how awful they were for our defense. The linebackers are still non-existent. I'm still waiting on Jamin Davis's breakout performance. But all in all, this can't be placed on one person. Rather, I think the defense really, for not keeping us in this game early. And yes, you need to get a good offensive start if you expect your defense's workload to be easier. But the point I'm trying to make is that if you're going to suggest that today's game was going to give you any clearer picture of Taylor Heinicke's future in Washington, then if any conclusion that you should have arrived at, you should have arrived at the fact that Taylor Heinicke belongs in Washington. Because you look at all of the hits that he was taking, at all of the penalties that were wiping out potential successful plays on both sides of the ball. You still going to blame Taylor Heinicke? I don't think so. This defense needs to improve. It's plain and simple. And I saw a comment on an Instagram post today that really speaks to the problem. Why the hell did we cut Jimmy Moreland in preseason? Why? He was a talented defensive back. Last year, I remember he made that phenomenal play on that pass intended for Alshon Jeffrey thrown by Carson Wentz in week 1. It was a huge turning point to allow us to come back and win that game. He was a young player with a lot of potential. And instead, we get rid of him. We get rid of Fabian Moreau. They're gone. We get rid of them. And Kendall Fuller, I'm just going to say it, looks like ass. He hasn't done shit this season. Excuse my language, but my lord, this unit as a whole is underperforming. Landon Collins has not been anything special either. It's just frustrating to watch. And I think the real takeaway from this game, rather than it possibly being a grim future for Taylor Heinicke, is that it's rather not the future at all for this Washington football team. It is more of the same, and that has been a central theme of my YouTube channel. And I love to bounce around topics in these videos because this is just my fans' perspective for you guys. But again, I think I can resonate with you guys when I say that I am sick and tired of the constant shortcomings that this team displays again and again and again. Anyways, there's not much more to say about this game because, of course, let's remember it was against a formidable opponent against Buffalo, and we do have the Falcons next week, so expect a bounce-back performance then. I'm Redskins Fans Unite. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, I'll try to upload more often, and if I don't, so be it. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe, comment your thoughts. If you're pissed at this game like I am and have any solutions, please drop them below. I gotta know your insights. Anyways, guys, take it easy. Hail.